Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to jump into game number 3 here of the TorCraft Cup finals between Hendralisk and MaSa. I'm Forgo Jester, with me here, Master Dalk, and we've been hanging out here at the Microsoft store in Yorkdale, Toronto, all day pretty much. I mean, I think you said you got here at, what, 11 this morning?
Yeah, 11 or 11:30.
And it's 8:35?
Yeah.
So yeah, very generous in their hosting here, and all the laptops here that our players played on today were supplied by Toshiba Canada. So we extend our thanks to them as we jump into game number 3 on, I want to say, Polar Night.
Yes, Polar Night indeed. We're getting in here. On the top center, we have our Teal Zerg representing Complexity. It is Hendralisk.
Hendralisk on the receiving end of a 2-0 right now from our golden Terran player here in the bottom center somewhere. There he is. Our root representative, MaSa. And again, that root icon just gets me every time. Every time. But yeah, MaSa up 2-0. We haven't yet to actually land a win here from Hendralisk. Again, last game, very quickly decided. It was a 6-minute win.
Yeah, Henry just went for a build order loss, and then MaSa, he's just like, haha, you went for a quick early double expand, so I'm just going to go make 6 Reapers and A-move all over your base.
Destroy your face.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you do typically when you see mass Reapers come into your face, or if you expect mass Reapers to come for your face? Because 1 barracks into 2, Reapers seems to be our consistent opener here for MaSa in all the games we've seen tonight.
Well, it's not really something a lot of people do. It's mainly just of a MaSa thing.
Right, but
so
how do you counter it?
I guess what Hendralisk could try doing is, again, not going for the quick hatchery, maybe delaying his extractor a little bit. Like, the metabolic boost will help, but I feel if you get the spawning pool for queens instead of zerglings, that'll just help so much more instead of trying to rush for zerglings, trying to rush for metabolic boost. But then the Reapers just kite the zerglings until metabolic boost comes out, and by the time it comes out, you just don't have enough zerglings to use it. Right? So I guess playing less greedy for economy, that's what he needs to do. He needs to delay his gas and try getting ranged units out as quickly as possible.
Well, true to his nature, MaSa again, another Reaper coming out with the orbital in tow. So he is basically, I mean, it's a 2-barrel map. He knows exactly where he is, and those Reapers are going to be able to ignore a lot of the terrain. You see the Overlord was going around there from Hendralisk, trying to scout out any kind of cheese, but you know, MaSa's sitting at 2-0 in a best of 5. Pretty sure we don't need to resort to cheese at this point.
Well, what if you just cheese because you feel like it? Like, cheese is fun.
Naniwa style, man.
Yeah. It's like,
go all the way to game 5 and cheese it.
Yes. Oh, but it looks like MaSa actually going to be changing it up here. As you said, being up 2-0 doesn't need to resort to the cheesier strats. Going to be dropping down that command center. And right now, going to be getting a reactor, so he's not going to be doing his usual opener, just with the 1 Reaper, going to be feeling content. Or, you know what he could do? He could use that reactor and just make more Reapers.
Well, I see this Reaper as more of just a scout in this regard, because if he only shows the 1, then Hendralisk can probably assume there's going to be more coming, because we've only ever seen more than 1 Reaper. But this Reaper got in here, found not only a fully powered Queen and 6 Zerglings. I think it's 6 Zerglings. At least he has 4. 8. Wow. Yeah. You know, that 1 Reaper was able to confirm that, you know, Hendralisk has the fear, and here's the mind killer.
Yes. Right now, we do actually have 4 Zerglings over here, going to be trying to deal with this command center over here. And at the moment, metabolic boost is going to be finishing up, so these Zerglings are going to become even more deadly. The Reaper is going to be heading back home to try and deal with these, and Marine is out as well. But right now, metabolic boost finished up.
Wall.
Oh, there we go.
Oop.
Oh. Don't double-click your supply depots, MaSa, but it looks like it's going to be okay for now. But there are Zerglings. Many of Zerglings.
As I said, the Reaper is just going to be a scout. And MaSa was just really going to try to just get a better economic advantage off of this. He does have the reactor, so 2 Marines at a time, but I don't think he expected, you know, this kind of level of aggression coming out from Hendralisk.
I don't think he did. It looks like he's going to be prepping for it by trying to get some Hellions and and a quicker starport. It might work, but
well, the first time this series, Hendralisk actually has map control.
Yeah, actually, that's right.
Yeah. He's mining from 2 bases fairly steadily. Yeah. His supply, really that, you know, it's just that much farther ahead here for MaSa. in terms of an army supply, he has a bit of a roaming army. So with proper Overlord placement and a little bit of a roaming army, he should be able to identify any kind of early threats coming out from MaSa. And as you said, we got some Hellions coming into the starport. So pretty standard expansion stuff for MaSa, but it's been vastly accelerated compared to the last game.
That is true right now. It looks like Hendralisk is going to just be content. He's like, I have so many Zerglings, I'm just going to make a bunch of drones. And he's going to be dropping down 3 more gases. Looks like he might be trying to go for a Spire type of play, or really in general just higher tech play. As right now, he's going to be having a lot of gas on his hands. But MaSa, he's going to be going double
Banshees.
Double Banshee. No cloak, though. No cloak.
Not yet.
Yeah. Possibly
there is a decent amount of travel time here, so you could make a case for delaying it, or he's just not even going to go for it at all.
Yeah. Looks like Hendralisk going to be trying to get some Zerglings in here, but at the moment there are Hellions getting produced.
Yeah, and there's the Cloak. So Cloak going to be a little bit late, but by the time, again, like the travel time does kick in, he should have it pretty close to when he does need it. Now, we don't have any spores out, only still the Queens, but I'm fairly sure with the layer on the way, morphing into some Overseers will not be too much of an issue. You saw MaSa just trying to poke there at the front door, did find some decent resistance. So again, like, this is the first time we've actually seen Hendralisk kind of get a foothold in a game. Now I'm very curious to see what he's going to do with it.
Well, you're going to have to find out. It looks like Hendralisk, he wants to keep it as he's throwing down Spore Crawlers all over his bases. When you play MaSa enough, and as much as Hendralisk has, you kind of figure out, like, okay, you're behind this game. You're going to go Banshees. Because that's what you do.
When behind Dark Shrine, when behind...
Make Flying Cloaks Dark Templar.
That's actually a really good way to put it. Flying, damaging Dark Templar.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, so it's very similar methodologies. So here comes the Banshees, but we don't have that many spores. You just got the one there, but Cloak not done yet. Doesn't quite matter if you're not in range of that Spore. I mean, the Spore is going to be able to keep majority of those drones okay, and uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. It looks like MaSa's StarCraft is frozen. We may have to resume from replay.
Possibly.
As that is a thing, and
technical difficulties here in game number 3, ladies and gents.
And as MaSa has taken off his headset, we cannot say a thing about the game.
Yeah, he doesn't see much here on the 100-inch screen anyways. Anything he doesn't already know, we're watching the Banshees tear up stuff.
Yeah. I'm just going to cover that.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to go.
As much as I can, I will try. Can I turn... Nope. Can't turn off production tab while that's happening.
It literally might have been that StarCraft just froze. They're looking at the processing list, so technical difficulties, and we will get it figured out here, ladies and gents, but we very likely will have to resume from a replay now.
Yeah, as the timers run out.
Also, I gotta say, shout out to Blizzard. Resuming from replays is baller.
Yes, yes it is. It's almost as sick as having in-game spectating.
I feel like you're shooting that in one of my games in that sentence. Almost feel like it. Not sure if should be insulted or
not. I do it out of love.
Out of love.
Out of love.
Speaking of spectator, like Hearthstone going forward could really use a spectator if you're listening.
Yes, yes it could. But yeah, so we're going to be resuming from replay here as MaSa has dropped out. So again, we're going to be getting into game number 3 soon. I guess we can head to a short break, though, as it does look like it's going to be taking a bit of time to figure this out. But we'll be back with more from TorCraft Cup. Stay tuned.